Hey guys, Matt from Soundrolling.com, and today I wanted to go through Ursa tape, and this is in regards to the COS 11. I'll be doing different versions because there's various other Ursa products for things like DPA concealers and that kind of thing, but just wanted to take you through the tape and the idea of it and testing it out. So as you can see here, it comes in 3 different colors. Now you can get different sizes of this as well, and they usually come in kind of strips, and you will need scissors to kind of get the right amount of stuff. General idea is that it's also hypoallergenic sticky tape. So basically that's also really good for kind of sticking on the skin as well. And it's this whole concept of moleskin. Now, this was talked about ages ago, obviously before Ursa tape came out over in the UK, and before it's not quite furry. It's kind of almost like a non-hairy felt. It's going to help with rubbing and reducing even cable noise. You can just use it as normal tape on clothes, on skin, kind of very multi-purpose in that way. And with the kind of 3 colors as well, the 3 prime colors that also many of the mounts, like the RM11, come in. So obviously this is a white version of that, and then you can get the black, and then you can get the beige as well. So yeah, keeping in line with all those kind of accessory colors is really useful. So now I'm just going to show you like a few basic ideas of it, and then we'll just see how it sounds with and without a mount. So without a mount, I've got a white one purposely so you can kind of see the main difference. I kind of pre-cut a fair chunk of it, wrap the Ursa tape. Now it is very sticky, and actually with the did a little pre-test before because I mess up my videos quite a lot while I'm doing them. It is also kind of very sticky. You can almost like stick it twice. So what I'm doing first is making like kind of mount loop. So even though that's kind of out of focus, the whole idea is I'm making like a little padding all the way around, and then I can simply just get out more and then use that kind of over the top for actually sticking to stuff. Now I can obviously, because I can cut into it fairly easily, and even the background is actually quite useful for cutting straight kind of squares. As you can see here, it's already, or maybe here. You can see it's got like little dotted lines. Actually really useful for cutting, you know, and it's all about the little things, like camera wobble. So yeah, so the idea is now that I can probably need a bit more tape, to be fair. Through the power of editing, this will be less boring. So now I've probably overdone it a bit and put an absolutely massive bit on. Polo shirt's really, really useful. Really easy to kind of rig up as well. I'm not going to stick it to the skin. Kind of got quite a bit of hair I kind of want to keep intact. Been working on this for a long time. So we're just going to stick it on the inside. It's obviously very useful that it's black. Again, usually you would have the COS 11 also be black. And you can even stretch that over, and yeah, just get it in nice and tight. Then if we do the button up, we can also then actually use the little bit earlier that I messed up a little bit to secure the cable a bit more, because right now it's running straight down the front of my chest. Then I can stick that on there, and then I have a bit of give as well. So now magically we've changed into just the power of the radio mic. So this is me moving around, and you can see that, yeah, they're really good for hiding. We're getting very little noise, and again, this is without a mount. So again, let's go straight through, and now we can do it with an RM11. A lot of people might say, oh, polo shirt, very easy to do. Let's stick it in the middle. And then once I stick it in the middle of the shirt, actually below where the kind of usual button place is, so it's about here right now. So again, the tape is also, this is a kind of thick shirt, but one of the things about things like Rycott stickies and things like that is sometimes they leave that indent. So I need to do a bit more testing with this, but looking very promising at the moment. And now you can, again, magic of editing, you can hear what it sounds like on the shirt. And again, I've kind of stuck the cable down and stuff. We've done it very quickly, but already we can see, without me knocking everything over in this room, we are getting very minimal noise. And again, this is me, obviously, with a hairy chest as well, so usually the bane of anyone else. An option for doing this then with a mount is that basically you would just kind of treat it like you usually would with either double-sided sticky tape or whatever. You would then actually put the tape over the RM11. Now this is even better because I've purposely chosen the white RM11 just to show you that I can make it a black RM11. It's pretty much, this one, the strips one, it's pretty much already the right size in terms of height, so they've obviously thought about that as well. We'll just cut off a bit of the excess. And so then, even with your favorite mount, again, poking a little bit out the top, let's do the stick-on option for using a mount just under the shirt normally. Very conscious that, again, polo shirt's quite easy to mount in that top bit. And actually what I'm noticing, trying to listen and talk at the same time, which is quite confusing sometimes, is that actually maybe because of the mount, you're actually then you're more likely to be in contact with the skin, right? Because I'm essentially just adding a bit more width. And so it's more likely that that little gap in between my kind of, let's call them pecs anyway, is reduced. So if I was just using the tape, actually I'm saving myself a little bit of room, and that air is critical to getting the sound of the radio mic sounding really good. Okay, so that is kind of a rough introduction in terms of just two little miking techniques of how you can use it with a COS 11. I'll be doing some more with the DPAs and also with tie knots and things like that. And of course I'll be trying everything else that I can get my hands on. So any other manufacturers or people that want me to try this stuff, you know, hit me up, that kind of thing. What else? I mean, YouTube suggests that this would be a really good video for you to watch. You can always watch this live replay of me and Simon going through an hour 15 or so talking about radio mic placement. So until next time, subscribe, see you later.